So let's talk about then, this is part 3. Let's talk about the foods that you should not eat, because I think this is really important to talk about. Because what we're looking at is trying to make our bodies as bulletproof as possible, very strong immune systems, and just priming it so that we will not get compromised in any way, from viruses, from bacteria, all the germs that are around this planet. And I think that, just to thrive, right? I think that we all want to live with mental clarity and being able to sleep well at night and just being able to survive in an optimal way, not just like getting by and then you have a crazy day at work, or you're busy and then you have a dinner, and then what do? You go and crash on the couch after dinner because you're so exhausted and you're not feeling like primed to take on any new tasks or to stay even happy, right? Because happiness comes from within. And if your body is suffering with, pain and like chronic pain and like chronic, mental fog and chronic headaches and, achy joints and stuff like that, and just maybe, stomach issues, like this is no way to live. So one of the number one things that you need to stay away from to protect your body from viruses, to protect it from bacteria, to protect it from germs, and don't hate me for saying it, are eggs. Everybody loves eggs, right? And I know I've heard it, and I said, it's been so long since I've ever had one because I live a vegan, plant-based lifestyle. But eggs are really one of the number one things we need to stay away from, because they are, the way that they're created, like how they are, made, is they breed viruses. So if you already have a virus in your body, like I know that I've had, and it was very hard to get a diagnosis for me, but I almost guaranteed, and I probably still do have like a residual to it because it's very hard to get rid of Epstein-Barr, but I do believe I have Epstein-Barr virus. And I was so stressed in my life. It was when Aaron was getting married back in 2018. It was really crazy in my time in my life. And I could feel the virus as I got really overwhelmed with things. I could feel the virus sort of take hold a little bit more. And I went, I know what's going on. And I did go to a doctor back then, and they actually said to me that I had allergies. And they sent me home with like a steroid puffer thing. And I went, okay, like I'm really going to take that because I know I don't have allergies. I know that I was reacting. I had a virus. I was not well. And anyway, so that's a whole other story. So when you live your body, so like I did the heavy metal detox smoothie with you guys, like there's a million of recipes in here of how to prime your body to live with like raw living foods, raw juices, raw smoothies, and really fruit is a winner for you as well too. Like don't limit yourself with how much fruit you take in. But eggs, let's just get back to eggs for a second, is that eggs have been used as well to create and work with viruses in labs. And so they use egg as the pathogen creator. So when you're working with viruses and seeing how they react to things and cures and all that sort of stuff and whatever, again, I'm not a scientist or anything, but the eggs are used as basically the food for the viruses. So what happens is if you have a virus in your body, right, and if you're still eating eggs and a virus comes into your body, what happens is that the virus instantly starts replicating because of the egg in your body. Again, it's not going to kill you to give it up for a month, but just try it. Just try it and see how you feel. The other thing to give up is gluten, and because gluten causes inflammation, it triggers a whole host of reactions in your body that really help for viruses to take hold of you again and grow and multiply. Even if you don't have celiac disease, even if you've been declared as not been declared rather as gluten intolerant, it doesn't matter. We all experience some level of inflammation in our bodies from gluten. And if you don't want to have a potential viral overload or a potential sickness right now, I'm just going to suggest and offer this to you. Do gluten-free bread, do gluten-free cookies or gluten-free cupcakes or whatever it is that you want to do. Or don't do gluten at all, like any kind of baked goods if you don't want to. And just make sure that you are living your life with an extraordinary way again, right? If you want to try honor yourself and make yourself bulletproof, I'm going to suggest and offer to you, these are the things you need to stay away from. Okay, so eggs, gluten. Next one, dairy. You need to stay away from it. What dairy does is it causes mucus in our body. It's very hard for our liver to break down this fat that comes through our bodies from milks and dairy products, and cheese, like really concentrated, right? Because cheese, like 1 pound of cheese is the equivalent to 10 pounds or 10 pounds of weight of milk. So it gets that condensed to make a pound of cheese. So imagine all of that dairy product, white blood cells, all these things that are in the milk, that it gets compressed. And I don't want to freak you guys out or anything, but just if you can give up dairy for a month, let's try that too. Pork. I'm not telling you to go vegan, so you can still eat your chicken or beef, grass-fed, making sure it's all healthy and everything, but stay away from pork. And the reason why I'm suggesting this and offering this to you again is that it's very fatty. And the fat, again, will go into your liver, and we're all about keeping our liver clean right now, right? We want it to be so optimal in how it's working and cleansing our bodies and pulling all the toxins out of our body, and the liver gets a chance to flush everything out and come out clean and come out clean. That liver is busy, man, if you're overloading it with all sorts of crap, right? So we don't want to have fat in our liver right now. We don't want to have a fatty liver. We want to make everything just flowing so beautifully. So you get beautiful blood, you get beautiful oxygen going through your body, and you get everything optimal in your life to be able to fight it. So what I say now is no eggs, no gluten, no dairy, no pork, and no corn. And the reason why corn has to be kicked out of your life right now is that, and it's a viral breeder, is that it's, again, high in fat. Go figure. And the way that corn is nowadays anyways is nothing like the corn was like 20, 30 years ago. So, is it that big of a loss? It's so all GMO'd. It's all fake. Please, farmers, don't kill me for saying that, but the corn that is growing now in North America is not the corn that was around in the 1970s and 1980s. And so those are the things, and I'm just quoting medical medium, thyroid health, higher thyroid health, thyroid healing. And this is all, we have options. And you guys might think that I'm a total whack job. That's okay. We all have options of how to thrive in our life. And I can only say what works for me and what has worked for me and what is working for me right now. And I feel so frigging awesome with the food that I take in, the way that I live my life, making the smoothie, the fresh cilantro that goes into it, living my life like thriving. And I can't go back to how I was because I almost feel like I was a living dead person, And so in this day of fear and in this day and age of, living like, oh, am I going to get it? I keep on saying I haven't really quite talked about it that much, but the coronavirus and, is it going to attach itself to me? And I want to live my life like, take your best shot, man, because if you do attach yourself to me, you dead virus, I'm strong enough to fight it. Like, great. And I know that there's people that have contracted it, like lots of people that have contracted it, and it's just been like a cold, they're just feeling tired, or maybe the flu-ish sort of thing, and it hasn't knocked them out. So we do know that there's a certain group of a society that is more prone to be affected by it, and more prone. I'm not saying 100%. I'm not saying this is how it works. Please don't shoot me for any of this. It seems like there's more prone to the elderly, more prone to people that are already compromised their immune systems, And I'm not suggesting that they eat my way, or I'm not suggesting you guys eat my way. Today, I am merely showing you how I live and why I live this way. Because I truly believe in the power of food. I truly believe in the power of the mind. I truly believe in the power of mental conditioning, of just being a positive person. I truly believe in our soul contracts. And I so believe in a spiritual connection to all that is. I know that there is something happening on the planet right now as far as shifting. There's a consciousness that's changing right now. And many of us are having a hard time staying with it. So again, I'm just offering you an alternative way to live. And that is getting rid of those foods for now. And taking on things like, so this is what I do. I do zinc sulfate. This is sulfate, not sulfite. So zinc sulfate, this is what I take. And I do 2 droppers of this a day. I do lemon balm, and I take lemon balm, especially too before I go to bed, because it's very relaxing, but it's a viral killer, okay? Zinc sulfate, it's a viral killer. I do Lysine. I do my capsules of my Lysine. Where is it? Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't even know where it is now. Anyways, okay, I have a container of Lysine. I do 2 capsules 3 times a day, so 6 capsules a day. I do Ester C. 2 capsules 3 times a day. So again, 6 capsules that. I do turkey tail mushrooms. And turkey tail is an amazing medicinal mushroom. You can, Host Defense makes it in a jar container. And I do 2 capsules a day of turkey tail. And what turkey tail does is fascinating medicinal mushroom. If there's a virus in your body, it goes after it, and it actually puts like a bubble around the viral molecule and will pull it out of your body. That's what turkey tail does. So there's natural ways to heal ourselves, natural ways to make ourselves feel great, natural ways to make ourselves strong, build our immune system, so that if we do come in contact with the flu or colds or the coronavirus or pneumonia or those sort of things that are out there, we get to beat them. Okay? So over and out. I am checking out now, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have an amazing day.